I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you an excellent question from my subscriber. Let me thank him and all of you for participating actively on my channel. The question here is 2 years ago, my age was 4.5 times the age of my son. 6 years ago, my age was twice the square of the age of my son. What is the present age of my son? Now, in any word problem which is related to age, we'll follow this pattern which I'm going to share with you in this video, right? So first statement is always to define the variables. So we say let present age be. So we're talking about two persons, father and son. So we say let present age be F and S for father and son respectively. Right. So once we have defined the variables, it becomes easy to form equations. Now let's read the sentence. 2 years ago. So when I say 2 years ago, then the age will be 2 less than present age, correct? So 2 years ago, my age was 4.5 times the age of my son, right? So I'm father here. So my age is 4.5 times the age of my son. So 2 years ago, age of father will be F minus 2, correct? And this is 4.5 times the age of son. Son's age will also be 2 years less than present age. So you get one equation. Perfect. So as soon as you get your equation, you could actually expand and simplify this, rewrite this, but we'll name it 1 now. And second equation is from the second statement, which is 6 years ago, my age was twice the square of age of my son. 6 years ago means F minus 6. My age was is equal to twice means 2 times square of something age of my son, which is S minus 6, right? Because son will be 6 years younger. Square. Do you get an idea? So we get two different equations here. Now the idea is to solve these two equations and find the value of present age of my son, which is S, right? So we can eliminate F, right? And then get the age of son. So what we can do here is we can do equation 1 minus equation 2. So think like this. If I take away from here, think like this. And let's do this takeaway, right? What do we get? So father and father age cancels. F minus F is 0. Minus 2 minus 6 will give us 4, right? Equals 2. And then we have this times that. So let me rewrite and then we'll open and solve it. Minus 2 times S minus 6 whole square. Perfect. So in this equation, we only have one variable, and that is present age of son, which we need to evaluate. Now, I'd like you to pause the video at this stage, solve it further, get your answer, right? Okay, so let's bring all the terms together and make it a quadratic equation. So let's open this. Okay, so what we have here is we'll take 4 to this side. So we can say 0 equals 2. Let me open this. We have 4.5, I'm keeping decimals, times S minus 4.5 times 2 is 9. And then we have minus 2 times. It's a good idea to open the bracket. S minus 6 whole square is S square minus 12S plus 6 square, which is 36, correct? And then we'll bring this 4 here. Now let's rewrite this. We have to open this bracket. We have 4.5S minus minus 9 and minus 4 is 13 minus 2 times s square plus twice 12 is 24, okay, and twice 36 is 72. Correct. So let's take all this to the right side and we'll just find the solution for this quadratic equation. So now it's not so difficult. Important thing is how to make these equations. Now, I will always like to keep coefficient of s square positive, and therefore I'll just combine these two terms and take them to the left side. So I'll write 2s square. And then we have the s terms, which is 4.5 and 24s, add them, 28.5. But when I take it to the left side, it becomes negative. So let me make it negative. And these terms, when I add them, take it to the left side, they become, from negative, they become positive. And 72 plus 13 is 85. Purposely, I have not worked in fractions. We have kept decimals. We'll definitely use calculator to find this answer. So solution of the quadratic equation is s is equals to minus of b, which is 28.5, plus minus square of this term, which is 28.5 whole square. So even if you write negative, it becomes positive, minus 4 times a is 2 and c is 85 square root divided by 2 times 2. Correct? Now you have to use calculator to figure this out. So we have 28.5 plus minus, we'll see what this is, divided by 4, right? Okay. So let's calculate what is the term in the square root. Square root of 28.5 square minus 4 times 2 times 85 equals 2. So we'll write this in decimals. 23 divided by 2 in decimals is 11.5. Is it okay? Now we could add and subtract, or subtract and divide by 2. We could do both. So if I add them and divide by 4, so we have two possible solutions here. Let's figure this out. So we have two possible solutions here. So if I add 28.5 and then divide by 4, I get 10 as my answer, right? So if I do 28.5 plus 11.5 divided by 4, I get 10 years. S equals to 10 years. Okay, now let me do with take away what I get. 28.5 take away 11.5, and then if I divide by 4, I think, okay, 17.4, which is 4.25. So which is, let me write down. So what we did was 28.5 take away 11.5 over 4, and then we got S value as 4.25 years. Is it okay? So I have these two answers. What do you think? Are both of them valid answers? That's a big question to answer. Well, if the age of the sun is less than 5 years, how will I talk about the second statement? So the second statement is not true. Do you see that? 6 years ago, right? So we know one thing, that sun's age is greater than 6. Sun's age is greater than 6. And that is why this is not valid. Perfect. And the only answer is 10 years. So now we can write down our answer. Our answer is that sun's present age is 10 years. Perfect. So that is how you have to answer this question. It's kind of important to see your result and check whether it makes sense or not. So I hope you understand and appreciate this particular question. This indeed is an excellent question, and I highly appreciate sharing this with me. And I'm sure it is going to help many of my viewers. Thank you, and all the best.